Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
What's good, everyone? Welcome to another live stream with Livewire Sports Media. This is your Sunday Stroll edition. All right, so in just a few minutes, we're about to kick off the second preseason game with the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark making her return back to Iowa, which we watched the Indiana Fever last night without Caitlin Clark beat the Washington Mystics 79-74 in overtime, led by Sophie Cunningham, who had 21 points, and Lexi Hall, who had 13, and helped the Fever secure the win. Now, today is going to be a little bit different because they're playing at Carver Hawkeye Arena, where Caitlin Clark broke numerous records and did some amazing things. And we also going to have our first Damaris Dantas sighting because Damaris did play for the Brazilian national team and overseas, as same as Camila Cardozo. But but this game is going to be different. It's going to be, I think, a much smoother playing game today because Caitlin Clark is back with them. We seen it yesterday was kind of a little rough around the edges a little bit, but it got smoothed out as the game went on. So now having Caitlin Clark back to run the offense, you probably going to see a lot of different combinations, a lot of different things. Now Caitlin did sit down on Holly Rowe and then talk to her a little bit about what it means to be back at Iowa and stuff like that. But they're gonna try a lot. I think Stephanie White is gonna try a lot of different combinations. Yesterday, like I said, we didn't see Caitlin Clark play, Damaris Dantas, Jalene, and Bree Hall. So most likely we'll see these four. Well, besides Caitlin, we get to see everybody else play too. So that'll be good because they do not have another preseason game until to this upcoming Saturday against Atlanta Dream. And then after that, they have a week to prepare for their first matchup on the 17th against the Chicago Sky. So this game can be good. And I honestly, I don't even expect Caitlin Clark to play in that last preseason game. I don't think she'll play in that last preseason game. But we'll see. But now this game's about to tip off, so I'm ready for it. If y'all ready, I'm ready.
She scored 1,816 points in this very arena. Set the record. But Monty, there's so many interesting storylines to discuss. There's so little time to do it. So we're on the clock, and came on, but
I was up. I basically was up real late last night. Well, after the game, I did pretty much took a nap or whatever the case may be. So I I did set the stream for like at 2:45, but the game was starting at 4, so I had to reschedule it to jump in at 3:45. So we only got we got like less than 10 minutes. So let's go around the WNBA real quick because there was a lot of news yesterday. Uh, New York Liberty suspended the contract of Delaney Hamilton because she had knee surgery and she's gonna be out most of the season. And that's going. Even though the New York Liberty got some pieces, but the way Laney Hamilton plays defense and stuff, it's going to put a lot of strain on them. They'll probably be all right, but nonetheless. And then Cheyenne Sellers, who got drafted in the first round by the Golden State Valkyries, she got released. Well, they waived her yesterday. They waived her. So, and then also in Seattle, you had Katie Lou Samuelson, who suffered ACL injury in practice. So that is three people that's out for the Seattle Storm right now with ACL injuries. Nika Moore, Jordan Hardison, and now Katie Lou Sampson. It's going to be a tough season for the Seattle Storm. I can tell you that right now. So, but once I think after next weekend they cut down or more players get waived, they be able to pick up someone to fill out their roster. Seattle Storm was 25-15 last year. I don't, I don't think they'll have 25 wins this year. I don't see them getting 25 wins at all. Even though they drafted Dominic Malonga, um, it's gonna be interesting to see. Mm.
So let's check in here because the Chicago squad anchored in the middle by those two. They now have a new head coach, Tyler Marsh. They added veteran guards here as well. Shanae, what is the realistic expectations that you have for this match? Playoffs would be a great goal. Okay. Because they're not in a rebuild. They kind of did a little bit of a reset. I do like the pieces. You're talking about teams that have won the position.
I mean, well, there's only eight playoff seedings, and it's going to be hard for that six and seven spot. It's going to be hard for teams like Chicago, Seattle, Atlanta, all of them to drop. Probably LA, all on the drop for playoff spots.
You need guards. You need guards that can get the ball into the post. You need guards that can shoot to get the post space.
Sky was 13-27 last year. I don't see them making the playoffs again. It's going to be tough for them to make the playoffs. It's going to be tough for them. Because to me, and the Dallas Wings, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs either. I doubt they make the playoffs. Um, that team looks really bad. I'm ready for this game to get started, man.
Style your love. Shop Mother's Day sale. Only at K. My healthcare provider at Agent Force, powerful AI sales force. AI agent would automatically pair me with the right specialist hours ago. Like what he did.
Check out some news real quick. And I was hoping Ryan Rucco and Rebecca Lobo called the game, so that's great. I'm glad because I actually tweeted about it, so I'm good to see it. And everybody from Iowa is in the building, all of her old teammates and everything like that. So it's going to be good.
Childhood cancer is hard, but St. Jude has gotten us through it. St. Jude is hope for every child diagnosed with cancer because the research is being shared all over the world.
If your cat is feeling the pain of osteoarthritis, it's up to you to read the signs. Learn how to spot osteoarthritis pain. Learn the signs of osteoarthritis pain at catredflag.com. Style your love. Shop Mother's Day sale. Only at K. I need these items printed by Friday. Certainly. Are you for imprint certain? We are for imprint. Certainty matters. With unique promo gear for gifted clients, customers, and your team. 4imprint.com has items certain to last. Billy, I need help with the clicker. One second, Grandma. This guy's gonna my car. You need Carvana. What's the plate number? Boss. MOB. Features. No accidents, right? No. Good.
Oh, I want to see what the starting lineup is. Okay. Oh, so the starting lineup has changed now. For the Fever, the starting lineup is Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Natasha Howard, DeWanna Bonner, and Aaliyah Boston. So the only change in the starting lineup was Sydney Colson, who started yesterday's game for the Fever. So now you definitely about to see a different smooth flowing of the game. I'm sure Brazil's gonna come out a little bit aggressive. I think they're gonna play a little bit. They want to play a little bit faster, tighter, and whatever the case might be. So so most likely this starting lineup is probably gonna be the starting lineup that starts the game in regular season. But definitely they're gonna be able to move some pieces around.
My expectation is to be one of the best players in the world one day. I wouldn't expect anything less than that.
I think I'm more anxious for this game than anything else because this is probably a game that you get to see international players and then you get to see American players play against each other. And something that like this, they should MVP odds. Caitlin Clark plus 200.
She's the MVP favorite, just ahead of Amy Pacific according to ESPN Bet. Only favorite player to
Oh, what's going on with my camera? It's jumping. That's gonna be good right there.
just the passes, her vision, that connection that she has with her teammates out there on the floor. Now she has more pieces around her to play with. That's exciting.
Tip off in 5 minutes. Good lord, it takes so long. It's already 4 minutes. It's already at 4 o'clock.
But Shane, when you look at how much easier life is when you're in the paint and you're playing with a dynamic guard like Caitlin Clark, what does that open up?
You know what? It's actually the reverse for me. I feel like Caitlin's life is so much reverse, so much easier now playing alongside certified vets. I mean, imagine this backcourt of TP, a sniper, Kelsey Mitchell, a straight up bucket, get every rebound, leave Boston on the inside, Natasha in every layup. It's like, okay, but I actually have room to cook.
Man, I really do want to see what this offense look like now with Caitlin Clark at the helm because I think to me, it's going to show them a little bit more looser, not as tight, not as tight as it was yesterday. Because they was really tight in the beginning of the game yesterday, and it took them a while before they started really finding their way through certain situations.
Anymore. And it's just about that time. Do it. Yeah, we've done enough kikiing. It's just about time for tip off. This has been so much fun. That's it from WNBA Captain for our studio. It's time to get you out to Carver Hawkeye Arena. Ryan Rucco, the Hall of Famer, Rebecca Lobo, Hall of Famer Holly Rowe on the call. Enjoy the game. You got to see it. Okay, that's pretty good. Wait, hold it, hold it.
Lead the country in points, lead the country in assists, lead the country in triple doubles. To me, that just speaks for itself. CAITLIN. You all know. She is the best player in America.
What's up? What's up? What's up, Frederick? Appreciate you coming in today, man. It's, I think this game is going to be a little bit more smooth flowing than it was yesterday. Even though yesterday game we got the win, but it took us a while. And with I believe with Caitlin Clark now um, starting, you'll probably see a little bit more free flowing offense than it was. Excuse me, than it was yesterday. The best way to call this game is having Ryan Rucco and Rebecca Lobo. I love it. I love it. Love it. Man, that's a long line out there.
Everybody wants to catch a glimpse of Iowa's favorite daughter, Caitlin Clark, returning home. Fans of all ages ready to celebrate a Hawkeye fever here in Iowa as we send things over to Troy Pepper to meet the fever starting line.
What's going on? What's going on, Jose? No English. Por favor, el español. No English. Well, great to have you. Paquito, a little bit English, a little bit Spanish for myself. Not too much, but just a little bit. Yeah, Frederick, I do believe it's going to be a different game today. I definitely, yeah, you're right. I'm excited to see what Sophie, Kelsey, and Lexi on the floor with Caitlin, how it works out. And with AB. And then, oh, they calling them out. Man, that stadium is so packed. This thing, we didn't even see that when Brazil played um, LSU yesterday. I mean, on Friday night. We didn't even see that. It wasn't even packed like that. This place is like tip top packed. I
Charged up atmosphere here, Rebecca, unlike anything in the preseason that we have ever experienced. I mean, it's incredibly electric here. It's unlike many regular season games. We're getting to the arena 3 hours early, and there are people outside tailgating,
hmm
getting ready for this.
look at it. Look at it. Look how packed it is there. Wow.
On the floor throughout the years, we know it's not just electricity in the crowd, it's absolute voltage on the floor, both as a collegiate player and then as a pro for Caitlin Clark. The excitement around women's college basketball simply changed 2 years ago.
Man, people are crazy. How can you deny greatness of this young lady, man? I don't understand it. It's really, really, it's really envy and jealousy. The excitement that this young lady brings to the game, plays the game the right way, you know, makes makes her teammates better, plays hard, work hard, practice hard, wants to be great, wants to keep, working on herself or working on her game. It's crazy how you just you cannot actually her rookie year is not that far off from her collegiate career in college. Just a few percentages down. That's not bad.
Brazil's national team, their starters for this game, Cacao Martins, Victoria Marcelino, Thaisa Quiros, Lini Mura, and then Manuela Alves to round out this starting lineup for Brazil. Very excited about the young talent they have. And for Indiana, excited to get Caitlin Clark on the floor.
What's gonna be funny when Dante's coming the game to play against them? Ha!
There was no way she was going to miss this here in Iowa.
Caitlin's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Caitlin Clark's return to
Yeah, I can feel the energy too, man. It's giving me chills. I like, man. If I was at that arena right now, I would probably be like, I have my phone zoomed in. I would have my phone zoomed in so close to the game just to be snapping photos and recording every 2 to 3 seconds.
defensively, but feeling like the offense was stuck in the mud at times. Caitlin Clark says it was tough to watch at times yesterday. But, the offense looks different when Caitlin Clark is on the floor.
All right, here we go. It's crowded already. Oh, man. That was an easy backdoor layup for two.
how this crowd here to play in front of. I need to do some early shots so you get to feel what it's like here when they're going nuts. And of course, keep in mind, it's their second preseason game. This team, Indiana Fever team, has only been together for a week. These young players still learning one another.
Rebound by Natasha Howard. Clayton's pushing it up. Oh, there she go. Ooh. And she should have got the foul. What? Where's the foul? And Kelsey got the steal. Boom! Or that's what I'm talking about. Oh. Ooh, the AB. Oh, come on, AB. Oh, there you go. Girl, you better finish that. Eight 0 already. Three by Clark, three by Mitchell.
Mitchell, Boston, Clark. Here's Caitlin.
Ooh.
Long rebound. Scooped up by Brazil. Martinez has it. Goes cross court. Goes on the run. Closing first bucket of the game for Brazil. There's something totally expected, Rebecca, about Caitlin Clark drilling her first attempt at three in this return.
Come on, AB. What are you doing? Come on, AB. You gotta. Oh my gosh, you gotta be cognizant.
Just coming off a double drag screen, Clark does not need very much space at all to get the shot off. It's tough enough to fight.
That should have been a foul right there. That should have been a foul.
Would ask us about Caitlin Clark's rise to start a Monday. I think more underrated ingredients to her rise was the way she so consistently delivered, meeting the moment when the audience would grow.
That's crazy. That should have been a foul on that 3-pointer. Woo! Look at Mitchell with the rebound. Nice screen, Natasha Howard. Nice screen. Oh.
Just very consistently shattering the expectations of the moment. Reach in there for Bonner, and a foul is called against Indiana. Brazilian player fell down, and four of her teammates didn't just go over the ball rough.
What's going on, Chandre? Go Fever. Here we go. Fever. Here we go. Here we go. Fever. God. Yes.
They will give you good spacing on the offensive end as well. WNBA mainstay Kobe Chapman, Gobert, their head coach. Figaro, their lead assistant to the head coaching today.
I noticed that these referees do not like calling fouls on other teams against the Fever. The referees is not calling nothing, man. Nice. Oh. Oh, nice. Nice. That was a nice backdoor cut. Yeah. Yeah, I could tell Frederick for real. She is carrying a lot of more weight. If you look at her legs, everybody was focused on her arms, but I noticed her legs a little bit thicker than normal to keep her like really grounded a little bit more. But the referees got to make these calls, man. They gotta make these calls. They gotta like stop like be too hesitant to blow the whistle. Uh-oh, Sophie Cunningham about to come into the game.
See, Indiana has consistently extended their full court pressure defense when there's been a dead call for Brazil.
Dang, that was a nice shot. That was a nice shot. A hard, tough shot. Hmm. Oh, nice steal, Dewana. Nice, nice, nice.
We saw throughout the course of last season where Kate Clark really grew was when she got trapped on ball screen, she would hit over to Boston for the short roll. Boston is an exceptional passer, makes the one more on that last possession.
Oh, dang, she missed it easy. Oh, nice. There we go. There we go. That's that transition offense I want to see. Mm. Mm. I'm telling you, DB is gonna get a lot of. She's gonna get a lot of easy points. So Sophie's on the floor now for Dewana. Oh, there we go. That's a good one right there.
Like a team that has only practiced together for 5 days. I mean, offensively making extra passes, making the shot.
And this is what I'm gonna tell you: as the season starts, this team, the starting offense is going to flow a little bit better. They're gonna make mistakes, but they're gonna flow a little bit better. And once they start feeling each other out, I say by before the All-Star game, they're gonna be clicking on all cylinders. Fever got a 10-point lead now, 19-9. Mm. Oh yeah.
Republican preseason is presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Warning, the following footage is offensive. Defensive. Extremely confident. Occasionally disrespectful. So devastatingly good. You'll change your passwords to WNBA 2025 OMG so good. These overseen hope! Exclamation point! Exclamation. Your discretion is advised. Welcome to the Belt.
I see early bird, but
I like what so far. I like what I'm seeing with the offense a little bit. Um, I like the movement and everything. And now that AB Caitlin could throw the AB. She could easily find the open shooter like the one on the outside. That's good because now the one hit her first shot. Then she got an easy transition bucket from Kelsey Mitchell for an easy two, and that gave her 5 points. Kelsey done hit two threes. Now she hits her second free throws that make it 7. So that's good. And that's the thing about it is that you got to pay so much detail on this team right now because Caitlin Clark is still going to draw a lot of attention. You already seen it right now that the Brazil team is still focused on on Caitlin Clark, a lot of attention on Caitlin Clark, and that's when the others really going to have to step up and knock down shots and create other opportunities for easy buckets. The one thing that I love from yesterday was that the things that we were expecting Melissa Smith to do last year, you had Natasha Howard doing that. You had rookie Michaela Tipson coming in doing it, making easy shots, getting finishing around the rim. You didn't see all of these fumbling shots at the rim, all these touch pass and all that stuff. You got it at the rim, you finish, and you keep it going. And that's what it is. Easy buckets at the rim, not tapping, and then all of a sudden you finally score. Nah, just get the rebound, go back up strong. Either you make the bucket or you get fouled.
Setting every record ever, and her teammates are here to support her, as well as her former head coach, Lisa Bluter, here courtside. And coach, I mean, this building continues to be packed for your young woman, Caitlin Clark. What does it mean?
They're talking to Lisa Bluter right now.
Thankful. I mean, so thankful when I was able to hit my career from the place that I love with amazing fans like this, coaching a kid like Caitlin Clark. I mean, I just feel very blessed. So Caitlin has a new coach, Stephanie White, who's a terrific player in her own right. What's your best advice for Stephanie on how to bring out the best in Caitlin this season? Well, sometimes let her go. Sometimes, she knows when she feels it. Let it happen. Right, the hot streak, which she did many times. Last question for you, Coach. I know that you have retired. I was so proud that Iowa continued to sell out tickets here and the fans continue to come. What makes you happy?
Ooh, ooh, Aaliyah Boston with the bully. Did you see Aaliyah Boston with the bully? She threw an elbow with the bully. Caitlin's on the bike. She's chilling out. She on the bike. Oh yeah, the offense is excellent. The ball has energy. The the Fever will secure this game by. Oh yeah, they would definitely have this game out of reach by halftime. So now you got Sydney Colston in for Caitlin Clark. You got AB on the floor. You got Sophie Cunningham. Hmm. So
And certainly the Fever need to be concerned. The WNBA opener is in 2 weeks. They want to make sure she is as healthy as can be for
yeah. Oh yeah, look at Sophie with the D. Yeah. Shot clock violation. Ooh. I can tell you what, on the weekend if the Fever playing, I will be streaming games, and if I'm off on Fridays, I'll be streaming games as well. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of live streaming this year. Sophie. Oh, she almost. Sydney Colson. She's a little physical little thing. She can she.
And Chelsea Green looking back to inform. Of course, a season ago she was injured. She was not quite 100% the entire year. While she looked great in that preseason game.
Mm, mm. Oh wow! Come on, Natasha Howard. You should have boxed that out. You let her came right through. There was four y'all there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Sydney with the three. Sydney with the three.
Solid minutes like this off the bench, not only defensively, but if she can bring her offense, bring so much experience, championship experience off the bench.
Mm. Oh, good job, AB. Oh, she had Natasha Howard right now. Natasha Howard need to run, man. She runs so slow. Oh my. That should have been a. Oh my God! Nice. That was nice. See what behind the back on him. Kelsey got hit. Ooh, I like that. All right, Sid, I see you. I see you. Sid with the behind the back on him. Sid with the behind the back on him. I like that. I like that. Kelsey Mitchell got hit in her back when somebody ran in there for the rebound and knocked her down. She kind of got shaken up a little bit. But see, that should have been a foul under the basket on Brazil. I don't understand why the referees is not calling this stuff. I don't understand that.
You fought for our home. We'll fight for yours. Everyone who serves deserves a place to call home. Eagle loans with 0% down payments from Rocket Mortgage. Find out if you're eligible at rocket.com.
Well, Rebecca, the beginning of this regular season for the Indiana Fever is going to look a bit different from the gauntlet that they started last year. They had a historically hard start to the season a year ago. The first 11
Ooh,
days. Last time that
20 days, 5 home, 6 away, 2 back-to-backs. This season, 32 days, 7 home, 4 away, no back-to-backs. I like that. That right there, this season, 7 home, 4 away, they easily could put up if they win all their home games, that's 7 wins in 32 days. Well, that's 11 games in 32 days. I think they could easily have the top record in the league. Clark is back on the floor. Oh, Clark is on the floor with Sid. Okay, now this is a new lineup right here. It's Sid, Clark, Dewana, Boston, and Sophie. So that's a new lineup.
Stephanie White and folks that there is not an restriction on Caitlin today, but they are going to be very smart with their start.
Hmm.
Stuff, Holly. Appreciate the insight and good news to see Caitlin back on the floor.
Come on. I see Boston trying to be a little physical down there with a little shove and a little push off. Oh, Clark with the block. Uh,
Previous possession, you see her body up. Beautiful block. She certainly has changed her frame a little bit this year, bigger and stronger.
so they up by what? They up by what? 13 point. Well, no. Yeah, they up 15. Dang, her arms. This Clark arms that got and shoulders got big. That's ridiculous.
Such just fate. Oh, then a shout out to England's mother, who brought the crew some homemade baked goods here in Iowa. Delicious, absolutely delicious. But
Mm.
it's Acevedo hits the three.
Oh, Michaela Tipson in the game. Nice. 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 Woo-hoo-hoo. I love it. That's how you. I love that right there. That ball movement. Pass. Pass. Boom. Woo. I like that.
Already there's 6-3 of this opening quarter.
Mm-mm. Sophie, tell you that ball movement is going to be something special this year. And I like the combination with Sid on the floor with Caitlin. Then you got Michaela Tipson in the game. Ooh, Michaela with the steal. Oh, Michaela, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Michaela with the steal. Ball, yep. Hey man, Michaela was gonna look at that hand. Oh, I thought she was about to dunk this. I thought she was about to dunk it. I swear, I thought Michaela was about to dunk that. That would, man, it would have took the roof off the us.
GM Amber Cox told me that Lyndon Dunn said if Michaela Simpson is there at number 19, we will all stand on our heads. I don't know exactly what that means, but I do.
Oh, nice, nice.
I'm excited about that inbound as well. It's Clark Vines coming in.
I love Michaela Tipson how she moving her feet.
The three. Rebound down to Martine. She'll knock it down. Good minutes from Martine here in this first quarter. Caitlin Clark hit her first attempt for three. Has
Yeah.
3
Oh
points.
yeah, she is in the game. Boom. Mm-mm. Ooh, she stopped on her brakes. Mellow Yellow, yeah, you in the live, you in the live. How you doing? Look at Sophie run. She wants to pass so bad. I'm telling you, man, Sophie, oh my gosh. I love that ball movement they just did when Clark drove the baseline and then she kicks it to Dewana. Then Dewana kicks it to Sid and Sid um kicks it back to Sophie for the three and the 3-point play. Man, 4-point play rather. I'm good. I'm good. Um, I got to work tonight, but I'm good. You know, after this stream over, I got to get ready to go to work. But everything is good. So I'm glad you're in the stream. I am so glad. I've been waiting for you to come in for the longest. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. V, what's up, man? Team defense looking crazy. Yes, it is. It is looking crazy. Hey, like they say, it's about to be spooky hours for teams in the league. She said, "Well, you got to pay your dues, but I'm glad you having these openings." Oh yeah, I definitely. Anytime the Fever has a game on, I will be going live. The only time I won't be going live if I'm at work or something like that and I can't get to the game. Because normally at the Fever play on Fridays, I do work on Fridays, except for one Friday out of the year. But anytime they have a game on Saturday, Sunday, and it's early, I definitely will be streaming the games um all the time. So they're gonna be a lot of live streams this year. Just like I told, excuse me, just like I told everybody yesterday, if you're not a member of the channel, please become a member of the channel because I'm working on some new merch for the channel, and definitely I want to have a members only live chat sometime, through the week when I'm off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and actually help, you know, give back to y'all for, supporting the channel and everything like that, because I really appreciate it. Y'all been very loyal, very faithful, and I really do appreciate it. It means so much to me. Oh yeah, that full court press, like Juju, and you, yeah, that's gonna be one of the biggest differences you gonna see, because like when you have a guard like um Skylar Diggins and Chelsea Gray, and you put a full court press on it, you make them rattle and make them make mistakes easily. So I like that. Oh yes, definitely. So yeah, I'm definitely I'm gonna be streaming a whole lot this year, more than I did last year. I'm working on I'm working on a new backdrop. So I'm waiting to see when the Fever cuts down their roster, and then I'm gonna put a backdrop with all the players on the backdrop. So it's gonna be like a new thing, and I'm working on the new intro. Um, for the Indiana Fever this year. So when I do any Indiana Fever content, I'll be using that intro for the Indiana Fever as well. So I'm working on a lot of things. So it's just I have to catch myself back because I was working. We've been off for 2 weeks and everything like that. So it's just trying to get myself built back up a little bit. Ooh, Michaela with the rebound.
We're not pushing the ball in transition. Our spacing still a little bit off, but we're stepping up and making big shots. How's Kate look to you? Her first game with the leg and still dealing with that.
Ooh, nice. Uh, Michaela, I love how her body is wide and she can shield her body off to get like position. That's what because I was really critical on Aaliyah yesterday about that. She was allowing Stephanie Dolson, like front her and be in her pass lane when she should have had her body like shielding her behind her where she could get the entry pass, and she wasn't fighting for position. She was allowing Stephanie Dawson beat her in her position. Clark again. Clark again. Oh, Lexi is in the game now. Oh, they trying to be physical. Oh, Michaela. Sophie. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Hustle, heart, and determination. This is what this Indiana Fever team gonna be about. They hustling, they getting after every ball. I love that little give and go by her and Sydney Colston. I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna be something special to see because Sid could control the offense and help a lot of Caitlin get like easy shots. That little give and go, that's good right there. I like that. It's funny they calling reaching in fouls today, but yesterday none. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They would not call none of those fouls. They calling every little T-tac fouls today. Mm. Look how look. Did you see Michaela Tipson ran the whole floor after the Oh, nice, nice, nice. Ooh, nice. Now Bree Turner on the floor with Clark, And Bree Hall in the game. Uh-oh. And see, Bree Hall she could dribble too. Look at her. I love that. Man, this small ball is killing them. This small ball is killing them. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Unselfish Indiana team.
Yeah, definitely, Frederick. They changed the lineup so fast on me, I didn't even get a chance to see who was on the floor. So it's actually Michaela Timpson, Bree Turner, Sydney Colson, Lexi Hall.
What's in there?
Wait, Bree Turner, Michaela Timpson, Bree Hall, Caitlin Clark, and I think Sid Colston, if I'm not mistaken, or Sophie Cunningham. Man, I'm telling you, it's going. These different combinations of lineup is going to hurt a lot of teams because if you could put lineups like that out there, and teams cannot dictate who the guard and everybody can handle the ball, that takes so much pressure off of Caitlin Clark. See, teams last year was blitzing Caitlin Clark so much because they knew she was the premier ball handler. And now that you got a variety of players that could come in and bring the ball up court and then give it to Caitlin and let her work in the offense, it's going to help. And then Caitlin actually is going to get a lot of better open shots off of that. Like that one play that she gave it to Sid and Sid came back around and just tossed it to her for an easy three. Because we already know Caitlin has that range. Ain't nobody in the WNBA has range like Caitlin Clark at all. Nobody. And for her, and knowing that Caitlin is going when she take that shot, it's not 99.9% is going in completely. So Stephanie White, I ain't gonna lie, I think Stephanie White could be the Phil Jackson of the WNBA right now. Being honest with you, I think that this combination of lineups, and it's going to be sucks because I think I really I think if I think they're gonna find a way for Bree Hall to be on this roster. Mark my words. I think they're gonna find a way to Bree Hall because if you look at some of the players that played down the stretch yesterday, that kind of like iffy, like Jalen Brown, Jalene Allen, she hasn't played in the game yet. And you look at, and if Bree Hall start hitting shots and stuff like that, it's going to be hard. I I don't know. I don't want to make a prediction yet, but from what I'm seeing, I love it. Yeah, the team does look fluid with CC on the floor because she takes up so much gravity, so much of attention that everybody is going to eat. Everybody's going to have open shots. I mean, it's going to be very, very hard to like, especially get this team out of rhythm. You can't. Look at her. First she passes Leah Boston, then Dewana, boom, three. Then back to Kelsey, stop and pop, boom, 3 4 point play. Then you got Caitlin on the wing, pass, boom, another 4 point play, boom, just like that. That's what it is. That's what made the San Antonio Spurs so great back in the in back then because they was able to pass the ball and share. Didn't matter who was the high scorer of the team. Mm. Oh, look at Michaela with the tip. She is so rangy. Uh, Michaela's defense is so great, man. It's really hard to like get position on her. Yeah, Melody. We actually have a rotation. Do you remember with Chrissy size for it? Oh yeah, man. No rotation at all. Chrissy size was killing us. Oh my gosh. Michaela, I'm telling you, she's a nightmare. Michaela Tipson is gonna be a nightmare. Queen CC in the house and sitting on her throne. Yes. Michaela Tipson is gonna be a handful. She's definitely gonna be a handful. Cause she can put the ball on the floor. That's what I love about her. She can put the ball on the floor and she can get into you with her body. And she's solid. She's very solid. Yeah, if you if you run a small lineup with Tipson and her at center, yeah, she can play that part. I believe so too. Look at Bree, man. Bree has got that defense. Look at it. Ooh, look at they don't cause the turnover. Oh my goodness, nice. That was a nice pass for Mitchell, from Mitchell to Clark. I mean, the Mitchell to Lexi, but Lexi didn't finish. Oh, there you go. Uh oh. Uh, if Hall start hitting them threes out the corner, man, lights out. Yeah, I'm from South Florida. Those two, well, she and Latson are on the same team. Yeah, I agree.
It's good. It's a lot of young energy, so they keep me young, but um, it's a lot of people that's willing to learn and they want to win. So it's been really fun. It's just
Oh,
great
nice putback.
kicks that we got from Ricky. So it's been a lot of fun, man. I'm happy to be here. So you're the most experienced player in the WNBA right now, and a year ago going into the playoffs, that was not going to be Indiana Fever. Only 19 games of playoff experience. What do you
I know. It is too many players to watch. I agree with you. It's like I'm like literally just sitting here like trying to keep my eyes focused and commentate at the same time because I want to see who's in and see who's in the lineup and everything like that. And see, the thing about it is, you think about this: the Chicago Sky offense didn't run like this, and they didn't. I mean, even though they ran away with it, but this is kind of like, ooh, Leah gotta like finish around the rim. She's killing me. I'm. I don't know if y'all noticed this though. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but look how long and athletic the Indiana Fever are versus any other team in the league. They are very long, lengthy, and athletic. I think that
It's so crazy because I've never been to the training camp where we had three practices and then we had to play a game. So a lot of information, especially for young kids, not really kids, young ladies that's trying to learn and understand the game.
Lexi with the I think see this is kind of like helps Lexi out so much. Ball moment. She spent so much energy on defense last year, and when we needed her to hit shots, she was kind of like tired and burnt out. Mm. Yeah, Dewana being shown a lot of love and respect. Oh yeah, she definitely, man. She's been in the league a long time, and she ought to. And I'm glad she came to the Indiana Fever. You know, because especially that, especially with Stephanie White being there and choosing her to come there. That shows a lot of love and respect for your player.
Yeah, certainly it gives Steph White a lot of options in terms of can play the three, can play the four, and a little bit of a smaller lineup. And we're seeing him today. A number of
Oh, nice. Come on, Natasha. How you had that? There we go. Man, it's about to be seven. They about to have 70 points by halftime.
success in Indiana and Minnesota prior to that. Good run with New York and Dallas after Seattle. Here's Clark. Clark is going to get the whistle with seeking it. And Cindy White told us she felt like Clark didn't have her receipts. Clark's kind of working through it after a few days without practice. You can see doesn't have her usual speed with her handle yet. Her first action, her first game action since last September, did not play in the preseason opener. Passing and the shooting has been just fine, though. Here's Boston.
Nice. Come on. That ball movement is going to hurt. And that's where Aaliyah Boston could sell at. When Clark passes to her, she takes his dribble and they sit outside. And Lexi could hit like that in the regular season. Man, I'm telling you, his teams is going to have a hard time guarding us from every other position.
Another inside out and perfect game so far from Hall.
Lexi Hall is picking up where she left off at last night.
Or the German troops. That's not what happened here. It was them.
That's right. This is the first game CC has played since last year. She does look a little fatigued. Probably her leg is bothering her. Yeah, she does look a little fatigued and everything like that. And that's what happened. That's what was wrong with DeWanna Bonner yesterday too. DeWanna Bonner, that was all their first game. You could tell they was like fatigued a little bit. But as I think as the season, the games goes on, the season goes on, they'll get their win. I think this is, like you said, CC's first game action. So, they taking her out, giving her a little breaks here and there. And you notice that when she goes out, the team still continues to manage the offense and still score, not giving leads away, you know. And that's why I was like, I wanted to see this Indiana Fever team against Brazil the way I was kind of like monitor how Chicago Sky played the Brazil team. If you look at the Chicago Sky team, they still a slow team. They're not a fast team. They're still very slow because when you have Cardoza and Angel on the floor at the same time, that slows the day offense down. And then you only got three people that you can push pace with, Vandersloot and whoever else. And if Vandersloot Doom can't score, and the Fever was playing them right now, and they got and all the athletic ability that they have, and they push pace, the transition offense is going to wear it down the Chicago Sky. The only way Chicago Sky really could beat teams is they're gonna have to pound inside and use their hiding ability. But once Cardozo or somebody don't get fouls, that's gonna take them out of the game, and then they have to go small, and that's gonna kill them right then and there. Nah, she ain't lost that three ball at all. And that's good for her because now she gets them open shots. And that's what I was saying. Like last year, she hit some shots in the second half. But the thing about it, she spent so much energy on defense because there was no spacing with this offense. Now this year, it's so much spacing with the offense. She don't have to spend so much energy on D. But then when it's time for her to find her shot, she's open because everybody's being focused on somebody else. Bonner be 37-year-old will do that. Yeah. Yes, you ain't gonna lie. I'm telling you.
Started the game with a three. One shot defensively as well.
Oh yeah.
Scoring inside.
Yeah, Camilla and Reese for sure not up in the pace. Nah, they not. Cause you gonna have to play you- even though they got Haley Van Lith and Van Lith Sloop over there, they gonna have to play to their pace. They can't even play to their pace that they like to play because they gotta play to a slower pace to them. And that's what's gonna kill that team all the time.
Smile on Caitlin's face. You're talking to him. head coach Lane Figaro, Jack will be their head coach when she's available. Now, this experience is getting to play against Caitlin Clark with this crowd. Just talking about
You know, it's almost a 40-point game. It's almost 40 points.
Boston bodying in. Boston. Quick one finish it.
Boston killing me. She getting good position, but she's not really. Frederick, I'm glad you brought that up. The unrivalry completely helped Lexi's confidence in her game. She's now looking for her shot, and that's a good point because I think out of all the Fever girls, well, Katie Lou got traded, got cut, but Lexi did flourish a whole lot better because she was able to play with another point guard that help her have space on the floor. So, and then knowing that she's already played with Caitlin, so it makes it easy for her to make that transition playing with Chelsea Gray. She, I know that's what's killing me. She's right under the basket, and she's not making those shots. The Fever defense is suffering though. It's really. Ooh, Caitlin had. Ooh, I knew Caitlin was looking for Bonner the whole time. Hey, the one Bonner run like a gazelle, boy. She's so doggone tall and lanky. A 40-point game. Ooh, nice. Jalen Brown with the rebound. Oh, oh, and she went left. Clark went left on her. I know, V. She she's been getting good position, but she's not finishing off the court, off the back, off the finish.
Clark checking out. 12 minutes. Last season led the NBA in assists on go-ahead passes. By the way, if you're watching and you're looking at the score and you're thinking, oh, who knows
Mm.
who Clark will play in the second half?
Oh, she got Howard. She got Howard. There we go. There we go.
20 to 25. So plenty more action still to come. Barring any change.
I know y'all heard what Sophie Cunningham.
Finish there as Paulson saves it to Brown. And DeWanna Bonner.
I know y'all heard what Sophie told the reporter after the post game that that she believed that Lexi Hall could be defensive player of the year. And I think so too. I'm advocating for that. If Lexi Hall do what she does, she could win either six man of the year or defensive player of the year. This is really gonna be good. And Lexi having Sophie with her is gonna be very beneficial for her. Very beneficial. Yeah, I think it's AB touch. When you look at Tosh or anyone else, that the ball comes up smoother from their hands. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too, and I think Aaliyah gonna have to have a softer touch to the basket when she's laying it up to make sure it's going up there. They beating the brake shoes off of this Brazil team, 70-24, a massacre.
So now Indiana will pull back for final shot here.
Ooh.
Dancing through the D. 2 seconds left. Behind her electric fly.
Mm. Halftime, halftime, halftime.
With 13 of those 75 rebounds, a couple of assists. Electrifying the crowd.
All right, I think this was a quick first half. I'm gonna go over some first half stats real quick with y'all. I'm gonna go over some first half stats real quick. That's ridiculous. They down 46 points. 46 points, almost 50 points. They down. Okay. So Clark got 13, Mitchell got 12, Warner got 7, Howard got 8, Boston got 7, Tipson got 5 points off the bench, Colston got 3, Cunningham got 6, Lexi Hall got 9 points. And so far, it's 23 points off the bench. Bree Hall done been in the game. The only ones that hasn't entered the game is Demiris Dantes, Yvonne Ejim, and Jillian Arlene. They haven't been in the game. This is like a practice experience for them. Yeah, now this is great because they haven't spent that much time together. Yeah, this is like a scrimmage. And then what? Their last preseason game is next Saturday against the Atlanta Dream. And you know that's a big team. And honestly, they we seen what it is with having Brittany Brown on the floor to play against her. She's a space eater, but she can't run the floor. Same with Breonna Jones. They have over there as well. They don't run the floor. They're big and take up space, and that's what's going to hurt a team like Atlanta because yeah, they want to muscle inside, but you're going to only have 3 limited scorers. And Breonna, if Brittany Griner doesn't score, she's going to pick up foul, and she can't run the floor. She'll get tired. They're going to have to take her out, and then who else they're going to have in there? Ryan Howard is a shooter. Her and Alicia Gray, but they're inconsistent scorers. And I watched that a lot in Arrival. They are very inconsistent scorers. You know, when Ron Howard could get hot, she get hot. But when she get cold, she get cold. And she's a shot jacker. And that's one thing about scores like that. They don't think about nothing else but scoring. And her and Lisa Gray, even though they teammates, I just don't see. I don't see Atlanta going anywhere. To be honest with you, I don't see them going anywhere. I won't be surprised if Atlanta being in the lottery pick this year to be the number 1 pick. A lot of WNBA analysts earlier was talking about they can see the expectation for Chicago Sky is to make the playoffs. It's going to be hard for them to make the playoffs. It's going to be hard. I mean, because you got to think it's going to be the Valkyries, the Connecticut Sun, the Dallas Wings, and Atlanta Dream. Doing the 4 teams right there, I don't think going to make the playoffs. I think they're going to have a bad record. And it's going to be interesting to see who's going to get the number one seed for the draft. Chicago Sky, I don't see them. I mean, the only way they can make it, they're gonna have to knock out one of the top teams to get in the playoffs, and I don't see that happening. I really don't see that happening with them. And I think eventually they're gonna have to move on for either um Camila Cardoza or Angel Reese. One of them two gonna have to be moved from Chicago because I don't think both of them being on the same team, and that's why I don't even understand when Chicago drafted. You drafted Camila Cardoso number 3 overall. Then you turn around and got Angel Reese at number 7. What you could have did is just draft Angel Reese at 3 and then draft you a point guard at number 7. But you wouldn't get two bigs and where it is not going to give you long-term success because one of them going to have to be traded. To be honest with you, one of them going to have to be traded for that offense to really open up a little bit more. So I don't see Phoenix being that good. Oh no, I don't think Phoenix being good either. Because even though they got Satu Sabli, they got Alyssa Thomas, and they got Kalia Copper, and Kalia Copper is the top scorer on that team. Alyssa Thomas could score in spurts, but you not gonna depend on her so much for scoring. That's why I say it's gonna be interesting, man. A lot of these teams, a lot of these teams is gonna look a lot different going into next year because they going to be bad. They definitely going to be bad because everybody has signed a 1 year deal, and if some of these players going to leave, everybody that signed a 1 year deal for some of these other players, I think this Indiana Fever has the most chance of keeping all of their players on their team. To be honest with you, I think depends on how far they go this year, and if they win the title, I don't see DeWanna Barner leaving. I don't see Natasha Howard leaving. Unless the Warner Bond say, "Hey, I want a title, I want to retire," then that's open up a spot for the Fever to bring in somebody else to take a spot. I don't see Sophie Cunningham leaving. I think she's going to be with the team. I think they're gonna figure out a way to re-sign Lexi Hall, keep her there. Um, I think they want to keep the nucleus that they got together. Um, Kelsey Mitchell's on the court. She's gonna be looking for a contract, so they're gonna be able to sign players. And then you got the year after that, then you got um to do Leah Boston's contract, and then the year after that, you got to do Caitlin's contract. But I do believe what's Caitlin. I think Caitlin. I don't think she's going to get a big contract. I think she's going to take less money to keep pieces together. Uh, did you see Camilla energy yesterday? It was so off. It looks like she was just going through the paces. She don't want to be there. That was evident last year. She don't want because I had listened to they had somebody posted on X, and I didn't even did a video to comment on it, but some podcast that they Angel Reese supporters, they was talking about, oh well, they can't, they don't need to um go through Camila Cardoza. She needs to get it out the mud and all of that. But when you had Teresa Weatherspoon there and they was forcing things to on Angel Reese, then how can she? How can she get out the mud when you not really giving her opportunity? And then when she does get hot, when Camilla does get hot in the game, they cool her off. They take out the game to put Angel Reese back in there. So I think that in a way, Camilla doesn't want to play with Angel Reese because she feels like, hey, I was the number 3 pick. I should be the better option than Angel Reese. Because Camilla has a lot of upsides. She could block shots, she could score in the paint, and she could rebound well. She's just not getting the opportunity. And I think Chicago Sky will end up trading her just for the sake of keeping Reese. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
Ever since I was young, my dream has been to open a chocolate shop. To make unique, colorful.
No, I no V. I haven't seen that new WNBA commercial. I probably missed it, and I probably haven't even had a chance to gloss over it yet. In a interview, I heard DB say one of the reasons she wanted to come to the field was because of Stephanie White, because she knew that Stephanie White would basically take care of her, not working her to death. Yeah, and that's what the thing about it is that when you have a coach like Stephanie White, you have a coach like Stephanie White that knows your game and knows you're an older veteran, you don't want to wear her down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she might come out, she might start the season, but then at the same time, she's going to be able to give her extended minutes or break so she won't wear her down. Because I think if DeWanna Bonner went somewhere else, team the other coaches were going to use her a lot, wear her down and not give her rest and stuff like that on her body and stuff like that. So that do make sense. Trading Aaliyah Boston for Camilla still in my mind. I'm going to speak into this. That would be wild. That would be wild. So um, we'll see. We'll see. V said. I mean, Fred said. I agree with you. I say trade AB for Camilla.
So excited to see Caitlin back in
Yeah, that's sad about Katie Lou, man. I like Katie Lou, even though I don't think she's. I mean, I was listening to Mick on his channel, and I just Katie Lou was all right in college, but I don't know why they hype up these UConn players like that. Yeah, there's a few of them that's been good, good, but Katie Lou wasn't one of them. Even Gabby Thomas, Gabby Williams, she wasn't that good either. She's decent. She plays overseas, good, but I haven't seen much of her when she comes in the W. I haven't seen much of Gabby Williams when she plays. You know, I think when they talk about UConn players, they really don't even talk about Nafisha Collier. And I think Nafisha Collier is very underrated, you know. But they always want to shine a light like now Paige, now Brianna Stewart, Don Taurasi, and rightfully so, Maya Moore, But I don't think Katie Lou was. She's not a starter material. She's more of a role player, and Lynn Dunn played her like a starter, and that money could have been used elsewhere to do things for this organization. She messed it up. But it's sad that Katie Lou is out for the season, man, because I know she's worked hard and everything to get back herself back, and now having the ACL tear, that's going to derail her. And hopefully she can come back stronger than ever. Yeah, I think Stephanie White already said that she wants the AB in different positions, which suits her better because she's not AB is not a down low post player like that. She's not a player that you gonna want to bang and have her banging down low, and so she could get a shot. I don't think that's what Christy Sides was trying to do with her last year, and it didn't work. When she get the ball down low, guess what happens? Everybody crowds her. Then she gotta either figure out how to get the ball out to the next player or whatever. Having her play from the top and work the middle and where she can see and pass the ball out to the open scores is the beneficial of that. So hopefully we get to see Damaris Johnson in the second half. He is a great now. That's one thing AB can do. She can pass that ball. She definitely can pass the ball. Dunn and her granddaughter signed Kate Luta. Yeah. Mm-mm. I ain't gonna lie. I do love Caitlyn and AB relationship too. They do have a great relationship. Caitlyn was over there talking to the head coach for the Brazil team. A 46-point blowout at halftime. That's ridiculous. Yeah, she went over to talk to the Brazil coach. I wonder who's going to start.
Prettiest passes of the game. And Caitlin Clark starts it by getting one of her 5 rebounds, two dribbles,
Mm.
beautiful get aheads. It's a lot of honor. Catches it.
I can't wait to yeah, that is class.
Also got going early on the offensive end, hitting her first shot from deep and then following it with two.
Yeah, AB does play better when she's facing the basket and she plays farther away from the basket. Putting her down low just to um really as a post player it doesn't work. Yeah, um what's the girl? The coach Cheryl Reeves talked about her yesterday. Say that how she's coming along, how she's progressing and everything like that. So I think Burger's gonna be all right. Her making the team, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, she could play an integral part for Minnesota, but she's been playing well. She's been practicing well, so we'll see how further this goes. Sure, she said one thing and do another.
What have you thought about the atmosphere and the energy in this arena today? Yeah, it's amazing, amazing moment too.
Yeah, I agree with him too. She does play further. She plays better further away from the basket than she plays underneath the basket. That's why I think Stephanie White is going to allow her to play that 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 Joker role. That's what Stephanie White kept talking about. AB playing a more role like Joker. You know, she might come up, get the ball, make a couple of passes here and there, and then be able to crash the ball to rebound and stuff like that and get easy putbacks instead of just because you don't see Joker playing down low every game. He's either at the top facilitating the offense or playing at the top of the key a little bit more. Like if Jamal Murray has the oh, that's a travel. Um, like Jamal Murray would get the ball. So so I think that seeing her more into that kind of role is going to help her game a little bit better because she's not a physical person to be playing down low. I don't know what Chrissy Sides was thinking last year, but we know how that is.
You know what it's like to go up against a really good Brazilian senior national team.
Yeah, in 1996, our Olympic team beat Brazil in the gold medal game, and 2 years prior to that, Brazil won the world championships. And, you mentioned it. They feel like this is the best core group of young talent that they have had in the last decade.
Ooh,
Last decade. You see a nice mix in this game today of veterans, and then you have the 3 teenagers on the roster as well.
There's Mitchell popping.
pick it up where they left off. Woo. And you notice something? You see how Kelsey Mitchell game so easy flowing now with Caitlin Clark there? Yesterday wasn't even like that. She was like forcing shots, trying to make shots, and everything like that. Now her game is a little bit more easier because well, I'm about to say Boston missed that. So that's the thing about it. It's almost a 50-point game. Oh my goodness.
Boston filling up the step line as 9.5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Martinez needs a wall.
What is she was trying to do? She was trying to run between Howard and she was trying to run between Howard and Boston. That is wild.
Turn it over in the second quarter. Last year that was an issue for them with Clark leading the league in turnovers. Has it knocked off of her, out of bounds.
Mm-mm.
Talking about Team Brazil, the Olympic team you played against. Some really great players.
Brazil got a young squad too.
won 4 championships with the Houston.
Yeah, that was funny though. It was really funny. I was like,
Playing here today.
come on with a foul.
Pieces of this Brazilian national team. In the corner, that three will go for the foul. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Frank, as you mentioned earlier, Damiris Dantas not playing today. I spoke with her before the game and she had a loss in her family, but she wanted me to say hello to her sisters who are watching at home and her niece. And I know I'm not going to get the pronunciations perfect, but Tawane and Diane and Duda. She wanted a loving shout out to go to you and know that she's thinking of you today. I will tell fans, Damaris is in incredible shape. She has dropped some weight. Her frame looks incredible, and she is ready to be a big contributor for this Indiana Fever team. And she said she's very excited for the season. Played well overseas in Turkey, lost some weight, and is back in great shape. Ready to go.
I'm excited for Damaris too. I'm really excited for her.
In fact, she made it the second half of the season for Indiana last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a backup big. It's a very deep Fever team this season. As Bella hits
Damaris, Damaris hardly ever smile. She always keep that a serious look on her face. She definitely like,
far from the logo.
mm. Ooh, Natasha Howard with the skyscraper.
You saw Natasha Howard pursue that
I
basket.
ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, V. I love me some Damaris Dantas. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, oh.
Deflection there, and nearly a double dribble. Instead, a
Well,
turnover.
Brazil is playing all out of sorts. Yeah, the referees are reckless, man. They ridiculous.
In this game,
I think it's this game is a whole totally different from what it was last night.
Clark with 13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Gets it back from Mitchell. Clark. Extra feed. Boston leaves it short.
I swear, I'm a oh Boston gonna make me.
Back iron on a three. Another chance here for Indiana. Here's Clark. Using the Boston screen. Slings it into Howard. Howard draws
Oh, she
three.
was trying to get it to Mitchell. Man, I'm telling you, man, Boston killing my nerves. Did you see that defense by buckets?
Overtime late in the free
She
throw
was
shooting.
sliding her feet. She was so great. Yeah.
34 minutes, 8 rebounds as well. Clark catch. Attack. Floater. It's good.
Clark with the floater.
Worked on that a lot last
You know
season.
what? That was one of when Clark with that floater. That's the same move that she was practicing in with Keith Porter
Staff
in
pregame.
that practice video when they first met up.
With her coaching staff pregame as well. She's trying to add that to her game. Here's Clark. Oh, what a dunk by
Oh my! Oh my God! That would have been. Ooh, if Kelsey wasn't running so fast, she is so fast, man. Kelsey Mitchell is so fast.
Times that reinforces running the floor more. Then every time you do and you're open, you get the basketball in your hands. Just dropped perfectly
Mm,
between three defenders, and Mitchell tries to make the extra one, putting Aaliyah Boston at the free throw line.
that was nice, man. I'm telling you, woo, don't fast break.
Clark will check in.
It's gonna be wild.
Hey, next Sunday night we'll have the final 12:30
It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be crazy.
9 and 10 Eastern on ESPN2, ESPN Plus. Four-part docu-series takes it on.
Did y'all see that video circling around
LSU guard Boston
on X with Hannah Doggo and Olivia Miles talking in the tunnel to each other?
is a
I
terrific
wonder what that's all about. To be honest with you, I wonder what it's all about.
to his feet.
I wonder if they clearing up some stuff.
Just cannot
I
believe
cannot believe this score, 81-26. Oh my God.
Victoria in at the three. Here's Cunningham. Again, eyes up immediately, even with Clark off the floor. Here's Howard. Swiftly kicking. Cunningham. Hitting the three. And the
Mm,
rebound
mm, mm.
taken in by Marcelino. Martins through traffic, cups it up and off.
No, not as I know of is AI.
A sold out crowd is sold out in less than a half an hour. Average ticket price, according to Vivid Seats, going for $670.
Mm. Oh, nice, nice. Dang it.
Here's Mitchell wiggling.
Mm, mm, mm.
That's what Chelsea Mitchell brings. That's different from any of her teammates. Is her ability to create for herself, use herself.
This is ridiculous. 51 is Sid Colston.
Mitchell scoops up the rebound.
That's Sydney Colston. She's 51. She looked so short out there.
Here's Colson around the Boston screen. Boston.
She traveled. That's one of my other problems I have with her. She hesitates too much. She needs to like don't hesitate. Just go up with it.
I'm a leader by pushing our teammates to be the best that they can be.
I am a leader because I set a strong example. I'm a leader by being responsible. I stand up for myself and others. I'm confident. I'm caring.
We want girls from Leaderville, but that's why the NBA and WNBA are proud to support ENA Girls, a program that teaches girls to reject stereotypes and embrace their leadership superpowers.
I do say I do say that this game is a little bit like I I hate to say it. There's gonna be games this season that the Indiana Fever is gonna be blowing out a lot of teams. They probably gonna be the highest scoring team in the league because there is so many weapons on this team to where they definitely is going to um they cause a lot of problems. And all of them, all of those shots, open shots like that, even though Sophie missed two of them, but normally she hits them, and it's going to be so free flowing for this offense to really move. Watching AB right now is like watching Bam Bio struggle at college. Yeah, she shouldn't be struggling. She should be dominating this. Even though her stat line looks okay, but she could easily have 20 points in this game like it is nothing. She got to get it together, man, for real. I'm telling you, because once the Demir, I'm and they better glad Demiris Johnson is not playing in this game because the fact of the matter is Demiris Johnson will be sniping threes right about now. That's one, and I love Demiris Johnson's mid-range game, and I love her step back fall away like Derek Nowinski. I love it. She has a really complete game, and I'm so glad that she drops her weight because she's going to play a pivotal role into this with this team. You know, she hasn't played yet, but once she does, watch out for Didi. The score would get much worse if White doesn't clear. She her bench very soon. Oh yeah, it's almost at 100 points, and we're not even in the fourth quarter yet. That's crazy.
Taven's 35 consecutive sellouts at Carver Hawkeye. This attendance over 14,900. Rookie season with Indiana, the home average attendance at WNBA record over 17,000. And on the road, a league record over
That's
15,000
crazy.
average attendance. And traversing the crowd here at Carver Hawkeye is Holly Rowe.
Well, Brian, the crowd does not disappoint today. So many people came out to support Caitlin. This game sold out. The WNBA All-Star game sold out. They'll be held in Indianapolis this week, and these fans are crazy. We talked to people that came from Canada, Connecticut. People drove over 4 hours to be here at this game, and it's pretty exciting. Not only the fans drove to be in this game, but Caitlin's dad is here. And Brent, I got to ask you a little bit
Mm.
about. Sit down for a second. Caitlin packing this building like this. I know it's your teammates. I know it's Iowa. But what makes you proud about your daughter right now seeing this?
I think it's just
what we've seen over the last few years. I think that's what's special. And I think the fact that you're seeing it here in Iowa City, it's sort of the epicenter, if you will, women's basketball right now. And that's just going to carry over to W.
Okay, so you're new W parents. What's
Man, Stephanie White is like a kid in a candy store for real, Mello. I mean, she said, because she even said it, she said, this is the most talented team that she ever coached. And I wonder how close of this team resembles the 2012 team that won it with Tamika Catching. And that's a video that I'm working on as the season progresses because I want to see how this Fever play and I want to see what their record looks like before I even make that comparison video. I won't do it now because it's too early, but I am working on that video.
Seems like, and I think Scott White's reinforcing this, that he said he do not hold the ball more than 1 second. I mean, it's quick decision making. They're good in the ball and hesitate for a lot of points.
some type of basketball to watch? Last question for you. Just what is it like for you to be back here? So many beautiful moments and memories and records that your daughter set in this building. What is this like to be back?
So Bree Turner back in the game. So it's Sid Holster, Bree Turner, Michaela Tipton, Lexi, and Sophie. Oh, she traveled. I think Fred. I think if they, I think a lot of everybody's going to what Sid. I mean, what AB can't do. I think other teams would do that. Clark only played 16 minutes right so far. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh my gosh. I noticed what referee is out there too. That tall, skinny black lady that was coaching in that playoff game against Connecticut last year. Oh my God. Can they get oh Michaela Taker. Ooh, look at Michaela with a soft touch.
Today, giving us the homemade treats that have fueled our broadcast. I don't know if there's sugar cookies with like a lemon icing or a lemon cookie.
That's that's a good rip by who's that? I think that's Jalen Brown in there. Oh, nice. That was a good screen by Michaela though.
Reputed this late, so 2 points off the ledger for Caitlin Clark. Bounces in, not enough on it. It's taken away. And a foul from behind is going to be called against Indiana as Albies was on the break.
At least these players have respect for each other. Yeah, they do. They definitely do. They definitely do have respect for each other. Okay, Yvonne Ejim is in the game now. I mean, I remember ju- just watching CC mother and father talk about her. It's like, I mean,
Here comes Clark.
look at that. Oh my gosh, Yvonne Ejim with the tough back door. That's oh my god, that was tough.
Right there, and the strength that each used to finish that lay was tough.
Nicoletti goes behind the back. 5 on the shot clock.
You know this team. You know this team has not cracked 30 points in 2.5 quarters.
And a foul as Tipson got hit from behind.
Caitlin Clark's always has navigating the floor, and here you see in the right corner, Asian just goes, makes the cut, delivered beautifully.
Wow, that's a tough bucket by Egypt. That's tough. I definitely
Indiana 85-29 lead on Brazil. Egypt, a two-time WCC player and defensive player of the year. Good time here in this second half for the Fever as Timpson will go to the line. The 19th pick of this year's draft, Michaela Timpson. It's the first. They take a look at the upcoming WNBA national TV schedule for Friday doubleheader May 16th on ION.
oh man, May 16th, 7th. I'm definitely gonna be live on that 3 o'clock game on May 17th. Mm.
That's May 17th. Join us on ABC for more of these games. Please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. 45 seconds to go in the third. Clark has played 18 minutes thus far. Their preseason debut. Good pass inside. There's how it should be. Nicoletti able to knock down
That was a good shot.
possessions of the day for Brazil. Here's Clark.
Wow. Clark is Clark is ridiculous, man. And she got it.
She knows how to spark the crowd.
She hit it from her logo. That's ridiculous. Man, she is her, man. Caitlin Clark is her. She 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 is the Michael Jordan of WNBA. I don't even care what nobody else say. These arguments is over, done, over. She is the Michael Jordan of women's basketball. Nobody is fun. Nobody is more exciting. Nobody is more like magnificent. Yeah, yes, Mello. She is. Like always use the Rock. She's the most electrifying WNBA player ever. So I had to, I had to take that from the Rock. So she's entertainment, man. You cannot not love her. You cannot. CC from the logo, right? V. I can't even shoot like that, and I used to be a pretty good shooter back in my time. I can't shoot like that. What's up, Beat Chef? Yes, sir. She is the Michael Jordan of the league. Definitely is. You cannot. I mean, that is like ridiculous, man. Mm-mm. And I was waiting for Ryan Rucco to say, "You bet." Wow, from the same spot, man. Don't you know how her teammates right now, the new ones and the ones that already played with her last year, how they feel playing with such a superstar like her? Look at her. Look at her, man. Dawana, Sophie, they loving it. Let me ask y'all a question. Have you seen Sophie? I'm not Sophie, but have you seen DB smile like that playing with Alyssa Thomas over there in Connecticut? Mm. 90-35. Mm.
30 plus feet, no problem.
Man, stuff like this get me excited. I'm telling you, me personally, I love like I grew up in the through the Michael Jordan era, and I watch every finals, Michael Jordan finals. I never missed the finals. I watched it all. I watched all his games. I went through the whole Tom Brady era. Now I'm about to go through the whole Jaden Daniels era. I get excited when I'm locked in on my favorite player or my favorite team that player plays on, because it gives me such joy to be able to witness greatness. You really witnessing greatness of this young lady, and she's only getting started. I I don't like to make predictions, but usually when I make them, I pretty much be on point. I was at work the other night, y'all, and I told myself I believe Caitlin Clark is going to win about 5 championships in the WNBA, and she's going to go down as the greatest WNBA player ever to play the game. I just feel so strongly about that. I think this organization and the leaders up there, they're gonna continue to put great pieces around Caitlin Clark for her success. I think Indiana is going to be the team of destination from the years to come. People are going to want to play with her because what she stands for and what her ability to help other players. And I think that when it's all said and done, she's gonna rewrite the history books in the WNBA, and nobody's gonna be able to touch it. And that's just facts. That's just me being not just being a fan of it, but just me knowing realistic how special that this young lady is. And we should not take it for granted, you know, every day. And knowing that we witnessing something special, whether you young, you old, or whatever the case may be, this is special, man. This is what sports supposed to be about: joy, happiness, and excitement. Not all that other nonsense that we be hearing and talking about all the time. And that's why I try to my best when I do my content is to bring y'all great content and leave some of the nonsense alone, because I want to focus on what's important. So again, man, Caitlin Clark is special. She's again, she's the Michael Jordan of this era. She's the Michael Jordan of the WNBA, and you can't dispute that. There's no disputing for it. So even though I dub myself as the undisputed sports talk, so hey. But again, this is Live Wire Sports Media. We are into the fourth quarter with Caitlin Clark and at our Hawkeye Arena, and the Indiana Fever is beating the bricks. I can't even say beating the bricks. They is like just thrashing them all over the place. I mean, and this is your Sunday stroll edition of Live Rock Sports Media. And I got a great panel that's in here today. Frederick, shout out to Frederick. Shout out to V. Shout out to Mellow Yellow. Shout out to who else in the chat? I think I said Frederick. And I shout out for the one guy that came through on X. Ooh, look a Bree. Look a Bree with the hustle. Oh, Jalen. Oh, jump ball.
Which is the main driving force for the incredible popularity that she has. She is simply so much fun to watch. But I'll tell you this, Ryan, this Indiana Fever team and the way they've been sharing the ball today and the way they've been shooting the ball today is going to be a delight to watch this season as well, assuming and they can all stay healthy and continue to improve as the year goes on. And Egypt able to play the
Yes, we are entertained. We definitely entertained.
12 from 3 in this game. Indiana, 14 of 25. At 3 short.
And CC is going to last. The ref need to get their. Yeah, they really do. I think they do. They really do need to get it together because they become ridiculous, man. It's just I blame some of that on sports betting because these referees shouldn't be allowed to have. They shouldn't be allowed to have anybody's sports bet. If you part of like a league like this, you shouldn't bet on sports at all. This is Jalene Arlene's first action. Jalene looks sleepy though. She's like, I've been on the bench for so long. I gotta wake up.
Just brings great size at the guard position, defensive toughness as
Mm.
well. Certainly, the Minnesota Lynx return all five starters. This is a team that was another one. So fun to watch a season ago. The way they shared the basketball in Vegas looked horrific in their first preseason game. Asia Wilson, Chelsea Gray. But I do think that you put Indiana into that conversation, and I think all these teams, but especially Indiana, because so many new pieces are going to be a much, much better version each passing day.
Yep, I agree. I agree with Rebecca Lobo. It's gonna be like I'm telling you, this is gonna be. I said it before. I said it before, and I say it again. The Indiana Fever is going to rewrite the history books this season, because the fact of the matter is that the fact of the matter is that because you see, if you look at this game now with Caitlin Clark in it, how everything flowed a little bit better. The ball movement, the passing, everything has been very, very crisp and everything like that. Just imagine, just imagine what it's going to be like as each game passes and they start really figuring it out each other. It's going to be crazy. I say I feel like this is going to be like a history making year, like how it was with the Chicago Bulls when they went 72-10. I think the Indiana Fever could be like one of those teams like that.
Chicago made the few threes in the WNBA in free agency and through the draft. They've added 3-point shooters to Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese. So also intrigued to see what they're going to look like as the season starts. Hills, in it to three.
I thought that ball hit the line. Yep. Yeah, respect to the Brazil players. They displayed good sportsmanship throughout there. Yes, they did. And that's what it's about. Even Caitlin was over there, at halftime talking to the Brazil coach and stuff like that. And you really gotta love, you know, the international players play totally different style of basketball than American players, but they play with so much and heart and ooh, nice. God, good save by Jalen Brown. Good save. Is and it's good to see. I don't know. Even though Chicago beat Brazil, but this is annihilation right here. This is annihilation of this game right here. I mean, so it's crazy. I love it though. Yeah, that was a nice break for real. That was definitely a nice break. I mean, to save it and then get the 2 points. It just gonna sucks though, man, because I was somebody put a post out last night on X talking about how Cheyenne Sellers got cut from the Valkyries, and the NBA has 13 to 15 rosters on a spot. I wonder why the WNBA don't up their roster spots to two more rosters. Like they have 12, go to 14. You know, that could give teams a little bit more added depth so they really don't have to be scrambling around to find players and create a WNBA G League so when players get cut, they could go to the G League and play all year round instead of going overseas. The WNBA has to take advantage of some of this stuff. If you're going to add more games, you have to add more roster spots. That only makes sense for these teams. You can't stranglehold it to just 12 or possibly 11 because of contract situations. You should be able to add that these players on that roster. and give the team a little bit more flexibility. I hope with the new CBA that these teams do get a little bit more flexibility as spending money to add to their roster spot. They need to move the roster spot either to 13 or to 14. That's something that should be negotiated in the new CBA going forward. If they talk about just money outright, just getting paid, then that, to me, that doesn't mean anything. I think that the thing need to be talked about is how teams will be able to spend more money on players and how you can add to the roster. Add 13, one more, or add, because you think about it, the situation with the Indiana Fever. Okay, if they had 13, then guess what? Or somebody like a Bree Hall could get on the roster. Somebody like Jalen Brown could be added to the roster. Then you have depth at every position, because then if somebody gets injured, you have a fill-in person to fill in that spot, and then you could bring somebody up from a league or overseas to add into there. It all makes sense. The WNBA is wasting too much time not where you have a young talent come in and not get drafted or get cut in training camp and don't have nothing for them, or if they do get drafted and be on and play with on teams like that girl Alicia Powell from the Minnesota Lynx. She was buried on the bench all last year. Now in preseason last year she played a whole lot, showed a lot of promise, but now last year you didn't even see her at all playing in any games. That's why I say the WNBA is continue to hurt themselves because they're not taking advantage of what's more important. You risking injuries, and then you gotta wait to be agreement to have more spots. Come on, Bree. There we go, Bree. There we go, Bree Hall. That's what I want. And see, Bree Hall could be a great asset for the Fever too, because she can handle the ball and she can separate and shoot the three. Nice, Bree. The WNBA needs to work with their own rival league to create a G. I, that would be perfect. But I don't know if Brianna Stewart and the feature want to do that. They want to separate itself from the WNBA and see if the WNBA offer Brianna Doom a buyout and buy that league out from them. Guess what will happen? Then you could turn it into a G League, because I don't think Rival is going to last as long as people think it's going to last, because they don't have the capital to push it. Yeah, you might have investors, but you got to make money to pay these investors back. Plus, you got to make money to pay your TV revenue. And if that doesn't happen and it collapse, the WNBA could be in a great position to say, well, we'll buy Unrival and we turn it to a G League to have young players playing there. Then you kill all of that right then and there. But we'll see as the future comes. Kathy Engelberg is in charge. In charge, nothing is going to change through. So in Silver, he basically just that's why I say, man. I say this again. We need a Roger Cadell type of person in the WNBA that's going to move the league forward. Because Adam Silver is a joke. I never liked him. I wish, sadly, I wish David Stern had somebody that transitioned like him over there. And plus, Kathy needs to go. They need somebody that innovated mindset is going to help this league push further. The If you push this league to where it needs to go, you get better results. Better results.
Season opener 3 Eastern on ABC Saturday, May 7th.
62-point blowout. That's ridiculous. That is good. That is ridiculous. Yeah, Mello, I agree with you. I don't think Unrival's gonna last either. I said it. I give it 2 years. And people keep thinking like, oh well, Caitlin Clark is gonna play. Caitlin Clark is never gonna play in Unrival. I keep saying it over and over and over again, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Caitlin Clark is never gonna play in Unrival. I don't care how much money they try to throw at her. If IQ offer her 10 million to play in the big league and she turned it down. What you think? How you think that? Go ahead, Bree. You it's no amount of money that's going to amount of money is going to bring Caitlin Clark into that league. I mean, she got too much of commitment on the off season to really participate in a league that's not really benefiting to her. She doesn't need Unrivaled. That's the point. She don't need Unrivaled. She doesn't need the money. She has her own brand. That's like asking Michael Jordan to play overseas every off season for the men. No, it's not gonna happen like that. Yeah, gotta see more overseas marketing too. Definitely gotta do that. And playing these international teams each year in preseason helps. It helps a whole lot. Now you got more overseas players, or overseas top heads looking like, oh wait, well, this is the first time we get to see Caitlin Clark. This game is probably on a international network over there now being shown, and it's like people getting to be familiar with Caitlin Clark from overseas a little bit more. Bree Hall, go ahead, girl. That's what I'm talking about, Bree. I'm telling you, believe it or not, I think the Fever gonna find a way to keep Bree Hall on the sketch on this on roster. I think that's a good bounce. I think Bree Hall is going to find her and Kayla Tipson is going to find it. Well, I know Michaela's going to be in her, but I do believe that Bree Hall is going to find her way on this roster. I do believe that. Exactly, and that's why it was so important. If they had, she's traveled. That's why it was so important for them to have Caitlin on the Olympic team. If they had Caitlin on that Olympic team, they would have poured so many money, so much money, so much money they would have poured in. It didn't matter if she wasn't the star of the team or not. Just having her presence there would have been more than anything, and they would have benefited from it. Yeah, Bree Hall is going crazy, man. I'm telling you, they gonna find a way for Bree Hall to get on this roster. I do believe so. She's gonna find a way on this roster. Ooh, that was a good charge. That's a good defensive take.
The following footage is offensive, defensive, extremely confident, occasionally disrespectful. Some devastating conclusion. You'll change your passwords to WNBA 2025 OMG so good. Please don't receive exclamation point, exclamation.
I think, and I think that having Caitlin come in and out of the game, give us give her a lot of rest and a lot of things to do. It's easy. So, mm-mm. Well, I definitely would do tomorrow morning. I'm gonna do a recap video. I usually do one after my live, but I'll do one tomorrow. I'll probably just get some stuff because I know they'll be back in Indiana. They might not practice tomorrow since they got to fly back tonight. So I think they probably be off tomorrow and everything like that. So I have time to do a video recap of this game. But this is man, this is I this is almost like a well-oiled team playing. And you know what? This Brazilian team, they scored 69 points against Chicago. They haven't even broke 50. They were still on 20 something points in the late in the third quarter before they even reached 40 right now. And there's only 3 minutes left, and I don't think they're going to even crack 50. That's crazy. That's like a 50. It's like a 50. Like a, it's like 50 something points right now. That's crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. Hmm. So Mitchell with 17, Clark with 16, Boston with 11, Howard with 10, Hall with 9.
Kelsey Mitchell, the leading scorer, and she joins us now. Big Kelsey, 17 points from you. Just how about the way the ball has moved today for you and your entire team? What has it felt like, the rhythm of the offense?
Yep, we don't play again to the 10th, and everybody is healthy. Yep, and that's going to be a great thing. And then you got to think, after that 10th game, they don't play again to the 17th, so they're going to have more rest going into that game.
So many new pieces, more experienced pieces.
Wow, if Brazil scores 60 against Chicago, that defense is hella suspect. Yeah, it was 69. It was 69. 69. I heard Caitlin say, "Yeah, Bree. Bree is going crazy out there."
What did you think about Caitlin's 36-footer in the ground reaction?
I felt like I was surviving, man. I'd never seen it in my life, and so now I get to see it in person. I kind of feel like a fan. I'm just in admiration of what she's been able to do for her state and city.
Yeah, Brazil scored 62 points, 62-89. That's what was the score.
I think we all talk about a little bit of everything from the spectacle to the kids to everybody here. We've never seen anything like this. So for us, we look at it from a friend standpoint, but also a team setting. Like she's been able to do things and create this atmosphere. So we're excited, man. It's an unbelievable atmosphere, and I think we don't want to take this moment for granted at all.
Chelsea, we'll get you back to the
Yeah.
moment, but I got to ask you. You were coming off a career year.
Yeah.
You're an all-star the last 2 years. You're a free agent. How really sought out to kind of take your destination. You decided to come back to the league.
Okay. I think for me, I want to create something unbelievable with Caitlin, with AB, and our new additions. And I think for me, my game starts the best with youth. And I'm going to take every opportunity I can to be the ladies and do the best I can with it.
Wow. That right then and there, that says a whole lot about Kelsey Mitchell's character. You know, she wants to stay and play with Caitlin. You know,
Kelsey Mitchell joining us from the bench with 1:35 to go in the fourth. Leading score today was 17.
ooh, Jalen Brown is. Oh, and she took the ball. Jalen Brown having herself a game. She played well yesterday too down the stretch.
Most important move was securing Kelsey Mitchell and bringing her back in a way where she gets thriving. And you mentioned a year ago, career high in scores, career high in field goal percentage, and career high in people watching her and getting to appreciate what a great talent she is. Yes.
Ooh, well, guys, this one is about to be a wrap. Look up who blocked that. Oh, that's Jaylene Arlene blocking again. Shot clock violation. Wow. Well, all I can say is Chicago Sky. I hope you look at this. This y'all ain't gonna have no chance. Y'all might not. Yeah, if y'all only score 80 points and we score 108, Just imagine what it's going to be like when y'all play us for real in 2 weeks. You should have cooked that out. Look at them kids, man. They got all of their stuff all hanging over there. Front office in the cut thinking about how to keep Bree. Because, man, she has... Yeah, I like Bree Hall. I like Bree Hall, too. That's why I said I want to see Bree Hall and Michaela stay on this team because they definitely going to be assets. Great game. Great game. Now that's how you show great sportsmanship. Not all that waving off and not wanting to talk to the players. Look how the Brazil players greet Caitlin Clark, man. How they talking to her. And even the Brazilian coach even showed great respect. And you know they love that, and Brazilian loves dancers.
16 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and finished her day with a 36-footer.
Wow, just look at that, man. See how that Brazilian team shows so much respect and love for Caitlin? Well, guys, thank y'all for joining me in this live exposition game with the Indiana Fever against the Brazilian national team. I appreciate each one of y'all for joining me. Shout out to y'all. Tomorrow is Motivation Monday, and I will bring a great video to y'all as always. But my time has come. I have to get myself ready for work, and I will talk and chat with y'all later. But stay tuned to every video that I bring. So, at the end of the day, Live Wild Sports Media, this is your Sunday Stroll, signing off. Peace, love, and everything else goes between. Take care.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.